Ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk to you today about a truth that is both powerful and uncomfortable. A truth that has the potential to change your life forever. That truth is this: your life transforms the moment you take full responsibility for it. Not partial responsibility, not just when things are going well. Not only when life feels comfortable, full responsibility. Because as long as you blame others, as long as you blame your circumstances, as long as you blame your past, your environment, your upbringing, the economy, or anything outside yourself, you are giving away your power. You are surrendering your control. You are handing your future to forces that don't care about your destiny. But when you take full responsibility for your life, everything changes. You regain your power. You reclaim your potential. You step back into the driver's seat and decide where your life will go. First, let's be clear, taking responsibility is not about blame, it is about power. It doesn't mean you caused every problem in your life or that every setback was your fault. But responsibility means this: you choose how you respond, you choose what happens next. We don't control everything that happens to us, but we absolutely control how we rise from it, what we learn from it, and what we do moving forward. Your future isn't written by what happened yesterday. It's written by the decisions you make today. Second, you can't change what you don't claim. You cannot change what you refuse to own. If you blame your job for your unhappiness, you'll stay stuck. If you blame your relationships for your failures, you'll repeat the same mistakes. If you blame the world for your lack of progress, you'll stay stagnant. But the moment you say, "I am responsible for my growth, I am responsible for my habits, I am responsible for my discipline, I am responsible for my future," you unlock the ability to transform everything. Life opens up when you stop waiting for someone else to fix it. This brings me to my third point: responsibility builds confidence. People think confidence comes from talent, success, or compliments. But true, unshakable confidence comes from one thing: knowing that you control your own life. When you take responsibility for your decisions, your habits, your mindset, and your actions, you start to trust yourself. And that trust is confidence. You don't need someone else to validate you. You don't need their approval for your choices. You don't need the world to agree with your dreams. You become confident because you know, deep down, if it is to be, it is up to me. Fourth, understand this: blame keeps you comfortable, but responsibility makes you grow. Blame is easy, it feels good in the moment, it protects your ego. But blame also keeps you exactly where you are. It freezes your progress. It tells you nothing is your fault, so nothing is your responsibility. And when nothing is your responsibility, nothing changes. Responsibility, on the other hand, demands effort, courage, and honesty with yourself. But it also gives you growth, results, freedom, and power. You simply cannot grow without it. Fifth, your life is a mirror of your choices. Every habit you build creates a result. Every decision you make shapes your reality. Every single day, you either move closer to your dreams or further away. Your life right now, your income, your health, your relationships, your opportunities is the cumulative result of thousands of choices you've made. This is not meant to shame you. This is meant to empower you. Because if your past decisions created your current life, your future decisions can create the life you truly want. You don't need a different past, you just need different choices, starting today. So, number 6, stop waiting and start acting. Too many people wait. They wait for motivation. They wait for the perfect timing. They wait for someone to believe in them. They wait for life to get easier, but waiting is the enemy of progress. Life doesn't reward the person who waits. Life rewards the person who acts, even imperfectly. Life rewards the person who tries, even when unsure. Life rewards the person who takes responsibility, even when scared. You don't change your life by thinking about it. You change your life by taking action today. My 7th point is crucial: responsibility creates freedom. Some people avoid responsibility because it feels heavy, but the truth is the exact opposite. Responsibility is the gateway to freedom. When you take responsibility for your money, you become financially free. When you take responsibility for your health, you feel energetic and strong. When you take responsibility for your mindset, you gain emotional freedom. When you take responsibility for your habits, you create discipline and success. Freedom isn't something you are given. Freedom is something you create through responsible choices. And that leads to number 8. Your life doesn't change until you change. People want life to change without changing themselves. They want success but don't want discipline. They want happiness but don't want responsibility. They want opportunity but don't want to grow. But life doesn't work that way. Your life improves when you improve. Your situation improves when you improve. Your results improve when you improve. Everything begins with you. There are 2 ways to live this life, which brings me to point 9, the victim mindset versus the owner mindset. The victim mindset says, life is unfair. Nothing works for me. People never support me. I can't because ... double quotes. This mindset keeps you powerless, small, and stuck. The owner mindset says, my life is my responsibility. I create my opportunities. I choose my habits. I control my future. When you shift from a victim to an owner, your entire life changes direction. Owners rise, victims remain stuck. Which one are you choosing to be? Finally, number 10, your future begins the moment you take responsibility. You cannot go back and rewrite your past, but starting today, right now, you can write a new future. And that future begins the moment you say, I am responsible for my life completely, because when you take responsibility, you stop waiting for others. You stop making excuses. You stop blaming the world. You stop holding yourself back. You start taking action. You start building habits. You start believing in yourself. You start creating the life you truly desire. So today, I want you to leave with one truth burning in your mind. Your life is yours. Your dreams are yours. Your future is yours. It doesn't belong to your past, your circumstances, or other people. It's yours. You have the power to change direction. You have the power to start again. You have the power to grow into the person you were meant to become, but only if you take full responsibility. Stop blaming, stop waiting, stop wishing. Stop hoping someone else will rescue you. Your life changes when you change. Your future begins when you decide. Your transformation begins when you take responsibility. Stand tall, own your life, take back your power. Because the moment you take full responsibility for your life, you become unstoppable. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more content to help you build your best life.